Hey dumplings, Dave Desai, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about V or Taehyung's daddy and this little family that he has. I'm very excited to talk about this. I think it's such a cute thing to think about and it really shows kind of the love that he has, how caring of a person he is or will be when he ends up getting married. We'll talk about the joking moments of them hating V. We also have Suga talking about his retirement plans and talk about these cute fun moments. Let's sip some tea and get into it. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's go. First off, I'm currently working on my first BTS meme review video. It just takes a long time to make those videos and to edit them, so I don't know if I'll be able to do them daily. But I am definitely working on it, so if you have some memes that you would like to send, please make sure to send it over. Also, please link down some videos that you would like me to meme review as well. Today's video, let's start off by talking about Taehyung and his little family. He has a few pets of his own, which I believe he really treats as if it were his own kids. And he definitely treats them like family. And the few pets that he has, this is just from what we could see. He could potentially have a lot more. But the main one that we know and the one that often stays with BTS and plays around with BTS and all that stuff is going to be Yeonten. There's jokes going around that Yeonten hates Taehyung because when Taehyung calls Yeonten, Yeonten often ignores him. But then we have moments where Taehyung gives Yeonten lots of kisses and Yeonten gives those kisses back, right on the lips. Ooh, like a dog. So who hates who now? But then we have other times where Taehyung calls Yeonten and Yeonten just runs away. Can we assume a love-hate relationship going on? Perhaps he's a rebellious teen. Maybe he's tired of being told what to do. I would love to be told what to do by Taehyung. Of course, I am joking. But when Taehyung is often on the road and he misses Yeonten, apparently his family sends him pictures of the dog. And then Taehyung looks at those pictures and he feels a lot better. This is of course when he is alone in his hotel room and he wishes to see his dog. Now obviously some people think, well, he could just bring his dog with him if he misses his dog so much. But it probably isn't a good idea to bring your dog along the road with you, as that type of anxiety would be really bad for Yeonten and usually can make a dog actually depressed, because traveling is very anxiety inducing, especially if you're a dog and you don't know why you're moving from different location to location. You don't know why your houses change so much. Tanny, which is what the fandom often likes to call Yeonten. All the BTS boys love Tanny so much. Even RM expressed how Tanny was definitely one of the top 3 most cutest dogs in the world. And I trust RM's rating. RM's been all around the world. He has seen things. Oh, the things he has seen. He's probably met all the dogs in the world. So it's going to be a fair, more accurate assessment when he judges who the cutest dogs are. But this is not the only pet or children that Taehyung has. There's another named soon-shim. Now this is another pet that a lot of people don't know too much about. Taehyung doesn't show this one too much. I think Yeonten is the most well known and the one that armies know the best. Taehyung raised soon-shim when soon-shim was very, very little. And you can see cute, adorable photos like this of them showing off kind of small soon-shim. A little while ago, you had cute photos of Taehyung kind of snuggling up with soon-shim. Oh, to be the dog. Can you adopt me, just like one more person into your family? I know I'm a grown adult, but like, can I just send my adoption papers to you, please? Taehyung likes a big family and likes to spoil these pets a lot. You can tell by the way he kind of hugs and kisses them. A lot of people don't like to be licked by their pets, especially on the face, but Taehyung has no problem with that. He likes the affection. He likes to spend a lot of time with his pets. He teaches Yeonten lots of tricks. For example, Yeonten is very good at the paw trick. This is when you ask the dog for the paw and they give it to you. I've never had any pets, like dogs of my own, but I've had like fish and stuff. But when I was living with someone who did have a dog, I could never get them to give me their paw or sit. So Yeonten is not only very cute and handsome, he's also very smart. Now, there's one more pet that Taehyung has that no one really talks about or people often forget. Again, Taehyung could have more, it's just not shown, but we definitely know of these. The other one is Taehyung's cat. That's right, Zaddy's not only a dog person, he's also a cat person. His name is Kanji with 2 Ks. This is often the forgotten member of Taehyung's children, his little cute family. We don't see too many people talk about Kanji, and when they talk about the pets that Taehyung has, they don't usually mention this cat. But I love cats, I'm a cat person, and this is the whitest, fluffiest cat I've ever seen. His little children are no doubt spoiled by Taehyung. I honestly think they all must have the best foods and the best toys. Like Taehyung probably don't skimp out on those food and toys. And even if Taehyung is not around, he probably has some really great, really good high-end people taking care of his pets, making sure that they're healthy. First of all, every single photo that I've ever seen of the dogs and the cats, their fur is so fluffy and clean. It looks like they just came out of the shower, they were just blow dried because it's so fluffy and fresh. I wanted to see what other people online thought about this, so I went to the bird, the tweetster. One army wrote, so Yeonten really hates Taehyung. In this video, you see Yeonten trying to get away from Taehyung. He kind of barks at Taehyung's nose at one point. It looks like Yeonten also might have hurt Taehyung's Taehyung's nose because then he begins to hold it. Hey, you know what? I love attention, especially from a zaddy. However, sometimes I want to be left alone and have some time to myself, not to be touched or anything like that, and not be bothered. It's really interesting because people can kind of sit there and give consent or not consent and say, no, I don't want to be bothered right now. Whereas a dog or animal can't really do that. You really can just tell by how they act. By the way, I don't think barking is a language, if you really think about it. I think it's like when you honk your horn if you're in a car and you're trying to signal that other car to do something. Like the driver doesn't know what exactly you're asking them to do. You haven't physically said it, but they can figure out through the context of what's going on. Like I think animals interpret each other kind of in that way. Like I don't think there's alphabets in barking language or anything like that. But anyway, I am glad that Taehyung is having kind of a happy family. And when he does retire, hopefully he will. Hopefully he will have animal kids as well as human kids. He will happily be married. Oh my god, what a crowded family he will have. That's a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of people to take care of. If you need a nanny, Taehyung, give me a call. I will drop everything to help. Suga also has some plans when he decides to retire, or if he just wants to do like something else. I can't imagine him necessarily doing this. And of course it has nothing to do with him as a person. It's just you usually can't go from this like huge celebrity to having like a normal job like that. I think the people who would then come to see you to get help wouldn't actually get any help because they'll be too starstruck. But I am getting ahead of myself. It was mentioned online that Suga said that he was taking classes to study psychology, to be a psychologist. This is something I studied in school as well. It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of papers involved and stuff. There's a lot of papers and essays involved, but that's something that every medical field has. But it is kind of fun to learn. I imagine his goal is to be a certified psychologist. I don't know if this is something that he is super passionate about. Our baby has mentioned depression or talked about how he is feeling depressed, and a lot of armies know this about him. I heard something about him taking medication for his depression, but I'm not actually sure if that is true or not. I don't know if he's come out and confirmed this, but if all this is definitely true, I can definitely think and see why Suga would kind of go down this path or choose this path. Like he would already be somewhat familiar with the process. But imagine Suga as a therapist. Like you go in, you take a look at him, and you're like, I just don't think I have any more problems. I'm good. I'm just gonna be right here. I'm gonna stare at you for the rest of the hour and then I'm gonna go. And yeah, that's how it'll go. I mean, he'd make a lot of money, but it'll be a lot of people who just have like an hour to spare and will just sit there and basically stare at him. They maybe would just pay for an hour of him just to talk to him. I mean, he would have to like change his name or something so no one knows. But then eventually word would get out anyway, and then people would just come to see him just to talk to him too, or maybe get him to sing or something. If this is something he is interested in, I'm so happy to hear about it. I'm happy that he is pursuing it and trying to learn something different. I'm always surprised to hear when celebrities go after kind of like normal jobs or normal careers. I put it in quotes because let's be real, in the world of 2020, Amazon and Google exist. A normal job isn't exactly what it was 10 years ago. And most jobs nowadays, 99% of them are not normal jobs. But anyway, I'm always surprised that celebrities choose to study this stuff. Like Suga in particular, he could just go retire right now and he'd be good. Like just go and enjoy your life, live well, just go to a tropical island and live the rest of your life there. But he chooses to study and take classes. Not just him, but other BTS members have of course taken classes too. This is very admirable to me. It's not easy to study and learn. Obviously, you know that everyone's been in school before or currently is still in school. And like as a kid, it sucks to go to school because you're forced to go to school and to learn about something you don't really care about. But as an adult, it sucks, but it sucks a little bit less because you're choosing to go and you're also choosing to go and learn something that you care about. But it's still really hard. You still don't like take in that information easily. It's still like hours of you having to sit there and study. But BTS is setting such a good example for everyone who is currently in school or looking to go back to school, telling kids to stay in school, that it is something that is important, and to find something that you're passionate about. I think a lot of people think that the only way to be successful in this world is to be a celebrity or to work in entertainment or to make music, be a rapper, whatever. But when you see BTS or Suga going for a more normal job and actually really wanting to pursue that and learn that, it makes you think happiness is more than just fame and money. And having a more normal life can be more fulfilling. Because being a celebrity, BTS will tell you, it's not great all the time. And they still choose to go back to school. Also, being happy at the end of the day is probably the most important thing in life. I work all the time, like constantly. And I have to realize to myself that it's okay to breathe once in a while and just like stop working every now and then. Because let me tell you this, money isn't given to you for free for most people. So in order for you to make money, you have to work a lot. If I were to work 20 hours a day and just get like 4 hours of sleep every night, and I did that for a long time, we're talking like years, 10 years, let's say. Literally no break, no day off. One, I'd probably die. But two, even if I made $50 million, I have no time to spend it. I will have no one to spend it with because I never went out to find someone. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Taking a break and knowing when to stop is actually more important. Anyway, that's my spiel. I hope you liked this video. I hope you thought it was great. Let me know what you think about this. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your content. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and kind of check that out, anything you can contribute over there really does help kind of give back to this channel and help me make better videos on here and all that jazz. So I really hope you do make sure and check that out. There's also 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video, so make sure you click on one of those and I will see you over there. Bye.